mild, pleasant wind. So any Muslim, mu'min, smells this breeze will die. So who will remain? The kuffar. Then the hour will start. At that time, a man from Abyssinia will come and demolish the Kaaba. Understand? So those people, they will witness the Qiyamah. They will witness the start of the hour, the Qiyamah. They are the worst and the most evil ones. Those are the ones that the fire from Aden will come and gather them and force them to the land of assembly, Ard al-Mahshar. You know the land of gathering? There is a land of assembly, land of gathering, where all the people will be gathered there. So this fire will force them. They cannot go back. They just go ahead, move ahead. If they stop, the fire stops. They start moving, the fire also moves. So the fire driving them to the land of assembly. And the land of assembly in Bilad al-Sham, Syria. That where the people, all humanity, all human beings will be gathered. So those are the most evil ones, the worst among Allah's creation. And those who take the graves as places of worship. Are you following? So those are the two most evil ones, the worst among Allah's creation. Those who witness the Qiyamah and those who take the graves as places of worship. This is what the Prophet ﷺ said. Any question about this chapter? I didn't get it.
The angels will bring fire to strike the force. The fire will start from which direction?
That fire will start from Aden in Yemen. Yeah, from Aden. Inside the mosque. The Prophet ﷺ was buried in his house. His house was outside. Yeah. Now, even now, they are thinking to find any means what to do, because now, due to the expansion, the house became inside. But the ruling is not applied here. Why? That ruling we mentioned cannot be applied to the house of the Prophet ﷺ. Why? Because in the first place, he is not buried in the mosque. You understand? But it is now the necessity. Something we have no control over it. Due to the expansion of the masjid, the house became inside. No, you see, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala resurrected them. Because He also led them in Bayt al-Maqdis. So Allah resurrected them. Who? The Prophet in the grave. That's why he said, when you make salam, Allah brings back the ruh to me, okay, and I give the salam. So he's in the grave. Of course, the ruh is always there, but the body is in the grave. And one more thing, the bodies of the prophets and messengers, they remain intact. They remain what? Intact. And also one thing the Prophet ﷺ also said, but this is called barzakh life. Called what? Which is, we cannot equate it to this life. Because you see, subhanallah, a man passes by 3 phases. This life, barzakh life, akhirah life. How many phases? 3. So there are 3 stages. And each life is different from the other. It's different from the other. In this dunya, our life is we have the souls, the body, and we feel, we become happy, unhappy, all these things. This is the life we know. But barzakh life, we don't know. It is entirely different. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala just gave us an idea about the barzakh life. What is that? The dream. When you dream or when you sleep, this is, you are dead. The minor death, called minor death. Subhanallah. In the dream, when we are asleep, our eyes are closed, and yet we see. How do you see? How do you see? You see in the dreams, right? You see everything, you see rivers. So how do you see? Your eyes are closed and the lights are off. Because this is minor death. The sleep is what? So it has its own set of rules. It's entirely different. You understand? When we are awake, how do we see? The eyes should be open and the lights should be on. True or not? In the sleep, eyes are closed, lights are off, and yet you see. Is it the same rule? The same law? Or different? Different. So, when we are alive, this life is different from when we are asleep, which is minor death. Different when we are in the barzakh. Different when we are in the akhirah. In the akhirah we will be completely different. Imagine your height will be 60 arm length, 60 cubits. Figure it out now. Because that is how Allah created Adam. 60 cubit. Totally different. You cannot imagine that life or its nature. So it is just beyond your imagination.
Assalamu alaikum. Number 28, chapter number 3. It says that once, the hadith says, once when I was with Sa'id bin Jubair, Hussein bin Abdurrahman narrated this hadith. He says, once when I was with Sa'id bin Jubair radiallahu anhu, he asked, who among you did see the shooting star last night? So do the Sahabas wait daily to see the shooting stars, or what? Under what context is this? Can you please explain, Shaykh?
Happened there was really a shooting star. At that late night there was a shooting star. So just Sa'id ibn Jubair, he asked, who saw that? Okay, something happened. A comet passed, you know comet?
Okay.
Okay, who saw the comet last night? Here's a question. So the other man said, I saw it, but it was at late night. So he didn't want the people to jump to the conclusion, mashallah, he was praying and You understand?
Oh, Jazakallah Shaykh, I understood.
So he didn't want them to get this impression, which was not the case. But he told them, hold on, don't misunderstand, don't think that I was praying. The reason I was awake, I was beaten. Yes, I want you to imagine or visualize. It was just a normal question. It was just a normal question. Who showed the shooting star? He said, I saw it. Then he said, but I was not praying. Don't think that, mashallah, I was praying. The reason I was awake, I was beaten. So he asked him, what did you do then? He said, that's how the conversation went. Okay. He said, I made ruqya. What did you do? So one conversation led to the